everybody, it's Billy
and Sean.
We're free to roam. Welcome back to our channel. This week we're going to show you around our favorite Wyoming mountain town that's near Yellowstone.
And it's not Jackson Hole.
Check out the video. So if you've been following along with our journey, you know that about a year ago we hit the road from a small Wyoming town to begin our full-time RV life. For the first time since we left over a year ago, we're going to go back to our hometown and we're going to take you along and show you why we love it so much. We are going to show you our epic boondocking spot.
One of our favorite places in the country.
We love going. We're going to show you the gorgeous little golf course that they have there and why Brody loves to play it so much. We're going to also show you the annual festival that happens in our little town and why we think it's so cool and why it draws so many people in. Also, we're going to show you a little bit of some of the lakes around the area. Our friends actually take us out on their boat to one of our favorite lakes. We're going to show you around that. By the end of the video, we hope you realize why this is the best Wyoming mountain town that's near Yellowstone. I guess first of all, we could tell you that the town is Pinedale, Wyoming. That's where we hit the road from. That's where we lived the last 10 years before we hit the road.
Yeah, for you free roamers that have been watching the channel for a while, that's not a surprise.
And we call it our hometown because after all the years in the military, it's the place we lived the longest.
Yeah, it's the only place we ever really settled down and had roots. Two of our boys graduated from high school there. We have some great friends that still live there.
Yeah, we consider it home. We go back for the first time after a year on the road, and we had been boondocking and we were going to a new boondocking spot. So the first thing we had to do was fill up with water.
Yep. One of the great things is that the city of Pinedale has invested in an RV dump station and water fill station. We needed fresh water, and at the Pinedale water fill station, you can pay $7 for 150 gallons, and I think there's an additional fee if you need more than that. But most rigs, our rig, I think only holds around 100 gallons of fresh water. So even if we had been empty, we could fill entirely up for $7.
It's pretty easy to get in and out of. It's right behind the car wash in town, and it's on our way out to our favorite boondocking spot. So we just pulled in there and we filled up with water before we headed out of town. Okay, honey, we just filled up fresh water at the Pinedale City Water Fill-Up dump station. How much was it?
The first 150 gallons is $7.
Okay.
So no matter how much you get. And then I think there's a certain price after that if you want more. But
and we've been boondocking for a little bit, so we had dropped down to about half. So you filled up about 50 gallons?
Yeah, about 50 gallons in, and we're all set.
Awesome. We're heading out to our boondocking spot at Soda Lake, now outside Pinedale. So as you can see in the video, we go back to one of our favorite boondocking spots. We've been there before, and I think we've talked about it a little bit in some other videos, but it's just amazing. It is beautiful, it's quiet. It's called Soda Lake, and it's about 7 miles outside of Pinedale.
Yep, roughly 7 miles, and the road is in fantastic shape this year. So they've really done a good job maintaining the road out there. It
is a BLM controlled area. So it's a 14-day stay limit. There are little improved campsites all around the lake. I think each of them have a picnic table and a fire ring. And there's probably, like 4 or 5 vault toilets around the lake?
Yeah, scattered around the perimeter of the lake.
You've ridden the perimeter. How far around the lake is it?
I want to say it was a 5-mile e-bike ride to make the complete loop around the lake.
Yeah. So we picked a different spot this time because the spot we usually go to was full, but it ended up being just as great of a spot as the other one.
Yeah, maybe even better.
Yeah. One thing to know about Soda Lake is it is also an elk feed ground in the area. So there's a big barn up there and they have a bunch of hay that they actually feed the elk in the wintertime. And you'll see some of our videos and some of our pictures is that they have working draft horses up there because they use those horses to pull the sleigh and the wagons around in the wintertime to feed the elk. So it's pretty cool to see these horses come down to the lake and get water and go back up and just graze along the beautiful scenery in the area.
Yeah. One thing to note about that, though, is that since Soda Lake is a wildlife management area, there is no human activity allowed on the WMA from
It might be May 1st. I can't remember.
Might be.
I'll put a picture of the sign up here, but you don't want to go up in there. And a lot of people in the Pinedale area, they horn hunt because the elk feed grounds. On May 1st or whatever day it finally opens up, there's a lot of activity up there, people picking up shed antlers in the area because they do very well. Just one of our favorite spots. It's a beautiful view of the Wind River Mountains. The water in Soda Lake is just gorgeous and blue. Normally we have our kayaks there and we go out kayaking or paddleboarding. Soda Lake, wildlife management area, boondocking spot, our favorite. So this trip to Pinedale, we took Brody with us, and he grew up playing on the golf course in Pinedale. It's called Rendezvous Meadows Golf Course, and it's gorgeous. It's a little 9-hole municipal course, but it is beautiful. There's willows, there's views of the mountains. We normally see moose
or antelope
all over the course. It's absolutely gorgeous. So we wanted to go back, and we took Brody because on Wednesdays they have men's league, so he likes to go over there and compete in men's league at his old golf course. So we'll show you a little bit around the golf course and how gorgeous it is, and just it's one of the reasons we love Pinedale.
There are 2 sets of tee boxes, so you can play 18 and play each hole from a different set of tee boxes. The county has recently taken over management of the course, and they're making some improvements. They're reinvesting in the course. One of our favorite RV parks, if you enjoy RV parks, is also adjacent to the golf course, Yellowstone Trail, which we have a video. If I think about it, I'll throw a card up here somewhere.
In addition to the golf course and the pro shop, there's also a very nice restaurant inside the clubhouse, and it's wonderful. So if you're ever in the area, stop in and eat at the golf course.
Make that, win this match. Win a match.
Are you guys doing a little match play?
It's us 2 versus. It's all square through 8.
You 2 versus
Owen and Riley.
Owen and Riley, okay.
And yeah, we're tied.
So where are we at? I'm doing a video on Pinedale.
Rendezvous Meadows Golf Course.
Pinedale, Wyoming. It's a 9-hole, par 35?
3672.
3672, okay.
I mean, it's fun. It's a beautiful course.
It's a beautiful course. We usually have moose on the
last
course.
night, me and Owen came out and we saw like 5 moose.
A mom and 2 babies, right? Was one of them?
There was 2 over there, and then there was a mom and 2 babies over there.
Very cool. Riley and Owen
Yeah, you guys are on YouTube now.
versus Sean and Brody. No pressure, Owen.
It's in the hole.
Woohoo!
So glad you guys come out and played today. You bet. Same thing.
The whole reason we decided to go back and visit Pinedale this particular weekend is it was their annual Green River Mountain Man Rendezvous, and it happens every year. It's always the second full weekend in July, and we figured this would be the best time to go see as many of our friends as we can because everybody comes out to rendezvous.
Yeah, it's just a celebration of all that
It's a big
historical
mountain
time
man
period
area.
of when the mountain men came down and did that rendezvous every year
on the Green
to sell
River.
their furs.
A lot of the rendezvous with the mountain men would meet up at the Green River, and that's where they would have their rendezvous. So part of the festival, they have Traders Row, which they set up a bunch of tents over there, and they have mountain men just trading whatever you can think of. They have a lot of stuff going on. I'll put a link in the description to the Mountain Man Rendezvous Festival so you can kind of see what goes on.
Yeah.
It was a great time for us and Brody to see a lot of our friends that we haven't seen in the year we've been gone.
Yeah, some of you have probably been to the Pinedale Rendezvous. Throw us a comment down below and let us know what your favorite thing to do during Rendezvous in Pinedale was.
One of the first things we did when we got to Rendezvous was go to their annual 3-on-3 basketball tournament. The Pinedale Aquatic Center is awesome, and they have outdoor basketball courts, and every year during the Rendezvous, they fill up with 3-on-3 basketball tournament from girls and boys ages like 5 or 6 or something, all the way up to adult ages. It's fun to watch because you see a lot of your favorite basketball players out there playing, and everybody's gathered around watching.
All the kids from the high school team that we used to know that were Brody's teammates were out playing.
All of our friends were out there watching. Where are we today?
Pinedale.
What are we doing? What's going on in Pinedale right now?
The annual Rendezvous 3-on-3 basketball tournament.
Yeah, this weekend is the Man Rendezvous Festival in Pinedale, Wyoming. And as part of that festival on Fridays, they have a 3-on-3 basketball tournament that Brody has played in since we moved here at like the age of 7. So we're gonna go watch some of his old teammates play here. But they have it at the Pinedale Aquatic Center, which is right behind the high school, and it's a really nice facility.
Town of 2,000 people, this aquatic center is pretty fantastic, actually. It's got water slides and a lazy river. And
yeah, many a times you played basketball out here, huh, Brody?
For you RVers, you can also go in here and I think pay $5 and use the
shower
shower
and
facility
work
too,
out, shower, all that.
Yeah, if you've been out boondocking or whatever.
Yeah.
One of the other cool parts about Rendezvous is all the food trucks that show up.
And vendors.
And vendors.
Yeah. But we walked down to the food trucks and the vendors and just walked around. It's pretty awesome because it's local businesses and people from out of town that come in to sell whatever goods or trinkets or gifts that they want to sell there. We're in Pinedale, Wyoming for the annual Mountain Man Rendezvous Festival. And we left the 3-on-3 tournament just to come down here and grab a bite to eat. You can see behind us, we got a bunch of food vendors right here in the middle of one of the streets, and a lot of trinkets and things you can buy. And then over there in the back is what they call Trader's Row, all the mountain men and stuff are. So it's pretty neat. We'll take you a little around with us. There's the Visitor Center, Chamber of Commerce. Okay, on Saturday morning during the Rendezvous Festival in Pinedale, they have an amazing parade that goes the whole length of downtown, and it's really awesome because you get to see all the local groups. It goes from all the people that are dressed in buckskins walking the parade. The American Legion carries the flag and does a riderless horse. A lot of the local dance groups, the kids dance groups walk in the parade. The fire trucks go through and they spray people.
Yeah, a lot of old classic cars are on display. I mean, it's just a small town, hometown parade.
It is.
It was really fun.
It's just a really good time, and I can't believe how busy it was this year. I don't remember it being this busy in past years, but there were so many people out watching the parade. It blew my mind. And let me just remind you that this little town is a town of about 2,000, and it's gorgeous, but there's a lot of snow in the wintertime. So even though there's snowmobile traffic and tourists in the wintertime, the summer tourist season is where a lot of our local businesses make their money. So to see that many people come visit the town of Pinedale, knowing that they were going to spend their money and support our local businesses, it makes me so happy.
Oh yeah, it was great.
So Pinedale, Wyoming is actually the county seat to Sublette County. And I think some of the cool facts about that area is Sublette County is the least populated county in the whole state of Wyoming.
Yeah.
So it's pretty rural, it's pretty open, and it's pretty sparsely populated.
And I believe I read there are something like 1,300 lakes in Sublette County. So lots of places to go fishing, recreate, anything you can do on the water, be it winter or summer. There's a lot of ice fishing and that kind of stuff too. But
one of our favorite lakes is about 5 miles outside of town. How far would you say?
Less than 5.
Yeah.
I think it's like 4 miles up to the marina.
And it's called Fremont Lake, named after
John C. Fremont.
Yeah. So Fremont Lake is pretty cool because I believe, I'm not sure, but I believe Fremont Lake is the deepest lake in the whole state of Wyoming, and it's in the top 10 of deepest lakes in the whole nation. It's beautiful because it sits right at the base of the Wind River Mountains.
Carved out by glaciers.
Yes.
I want to say it's 600 plus feet deep.
Oh
in
yeah,
the
in
deepest
some
areas.
places it's deep. And it's, what they tell us, it's about 12 miles long.
Yeah, about 12 miles long, half mile wide.
It's beautiful.
Oh my
Clear
God.
water,
Crystal clear,
blue.
beautiful water.
Yes. So our friends, Jula and Richard Bailey, took us out on their boat with Connor, their son, and we went out and just explored the lake for the day, and it was so fun. It was a gorgeous day. There was a lot of people out on the lake, but the lake's so big you couldn't even tell. There was no crowded spots, I don't think. So
Connor is a heck of a fisherman too, and maybe I'll get a picture of he and Richard. I think Richard caught a good lake trout that day, so we'll try
Yeah.
to get a photo up.
I think they had just taken a hike up into the winds and caught some golden trout.
Oh yeah.
Like the week before. So these guys are very good friends, and they never hesitate to show us a good time. Jula had a little party for us at her house when we came in town, and then they took us out on their boat. It was great. I mean, we did some fishing, and then we parked, and we did some swimming and some paddleboarding. And it was cold. I mean, it's the middle of July, and it felt like that water had came off a snowdrift.
I would describe it as refreshing. It wasn't
Very
ice
fresh,
cold. It
clear
was really
water, though.
nice.
You could see the bottom. What are you doing today, Brode? Where are we?
We are out on Fremont Lake.
North of Pinedale, or like outside Pinedale, Wyoming, Fremont Lake.
Yeah, right 10 minutes outside.
With our friends Jula and Richard Bailey and Connor Bailey back there. Connor, say hi. This is, I have to do my research. Is this like the seventh deepest lake in North America? We're Fremont Lake, out on the boat.
Trying to catch some fish, get a little sun.
Yes, fishing, swimming, soaking it in.
We climb up over there.
Leave your glasses here, babe.
Yeah, I like so. Get around. Yeah, there's a little bit of a trouble.
This ain't my jam at all. I do not like it. Get in the water! Go! Push him off!
Oh,
mother!
yeah, you wet anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's refreshing. Oh, that's amazing.
Oh yeah, it's Connor size.
They're rainbow.
That's a nice little rainbow though.
First fish on the boat.
Yeah, hold him up real close and make it look big.
Thanks, Richard and Jula and Connor, for just showing us a great time the whole weekend, for taking us out on the lake and just having us, hosting us at your house. So we really appreciate it. We miss you guys. We love getting into town to see you, and hopefully we can get them out on the road to see us.
Oh yeah,
sometime
you
too.
know where we're at, so come on over here.
So a lot of people come to Wyoming and they want to go see the Tetons and they want to see Yellowstone. But we think our little town of Pinedale is the best mountain town close to Yellowstone and not Jackson Hole.
First, Jackson is way too expensive. Whether it be trying to live there, trying to rent someplace to stay there, it's gotten so popular, it is ridiculous.
Pinedale is only, what would you say, about an hour drive to Jackson?
Yeah, a beautiful hour drive, by the way.
Yes, you get to drive along the Hoback River and
Through Hoback Canyon.
it is gorgeous. So if you stay in Pinedale, you get to see all of our beautiful things like Soda Lake and Fremont Lake and the Mountain Man Museum for a lot cheaper and a lot less hectic as it is in Jackson. Plus, you could just take a day trip up to Jackson,
Sure.
see the Tetons, see Yellowstone, and come back home and stay here. When we lived here in Pinedale, people would come visit us and we would take them up to Jackson, and they would say that Pinedale is just the most awesome spot. Close enough to Yellowstone and Teton National Parks, but not in the middle of crowded Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't know if any of you have ever been to Jackson in the summertime, but it's crowded and it's expensive.
Yeah.
Hotels, RV parks, all that is expensive. Plus, if you're trying to find a place to stay with your RV in the Teton National Park or Yellowstone National Park, those reservations are,
You better plan ahead.
yeah, they're way far out. When there are beautiful public places to boondock or RV parks to stay in the Pinedale area, and you're still close enough to Teton and Jackson and Yellowstone. So in our opinion, we think Pinedale is the place to be if you want to be close to Jackson, Teton, and Yellowstone.
Yeah, don't overlook Pinedale.
Okay, while we were in Pinedale this last time, a couple weeks ago, we actually picked up new decals for our new rig. So check it out. We've got our new decals back there. And we want to give a shout out to Andy and Tamara Kura with Fremont Custom Signs and Printing. They did them up for us while we waited, and I'm just so thankful to those guys. So
Yep. Support a small business wherever you can in the local area. Our favorite folks in Pinedale to do stuff like this, and they did a fantastic job on our decals.
thanks, guys. We really appreciate it. Before filming this video last night, something amazing happened to our YouTube channel.
We went over 4,000 watch hours, and we got more than 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you guys so
Wow.
much. You guys got us here, and we are so thankful for all of you for coming along on this journey, subscribing to our channel, commenting, liking our videos. Our goal was to get to 1,000 subscribers, and we did it. So thank you so much.
We were in Quartzsite with less than 100 like 6 months ago.
Yes, in February, we had less than 100 subscribers in Quartzsite, and we met some amazing people that helped us along the way.
Too many to mention here, but you all know who you are. Thank you so much for all the advice and tips and mentoring you've given us. And thank all you viewers for tuning in. I can't imagine what is interesting about you and I.
Thank you so much for all of you getting us to this point. Now that our channel is to where it can be monetized, we've got some big things planned, and we'll share that with you in future videos. But we just wanted to take this opportunity to thank all of you, because we couldn't have got here without you, our subscribers and viewers.
Yeah. Leave us a comment. Maybe tell us some of the things that you like that we do, and also tell us some of the things that maybe you don't like that we do.
We've gotten a ton of comments, people suggesting things they would like to see us do.
Yeah.
And I love that, because I want to put out videos that you guys want.
Right. And so we have a couple of really great ideas coming up in the very near future. But if you have anything that you would like to hear from us about, please let us know.
Put it in the comments. If you're wondering where we're at right now, we're going to have more on this in the future video, but we are actually in Wyoming, and we kind of accidentally fell into a camp host position near where my parents and Brody are, so more on that later. But just know that we are camp hosting in the Wyoming State Park system at a state park near Riverton, Wyoming.
Yeah.
And we're pretty excited. I mean, we've got a great camp here. We'll show more of that in a video. We're going to go into details about what we do, how we got this spot, and where it's at. So stay tuned for that. We've also got some other stuff coming up. We'd like to do a full tour of our new rig, because we haven't done that yet.
Yep.
So more on that. If you're new to our channel and this is your first time watching, please go back and watch some of our other videos. Consider subscribing, and let us know what you want to hear from us.
So hopefully we catch up with you guys out on the road sometime. Until then, safe travels.
Take care, and we'll see you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.